Ever since even before he was drafted, going back to his days with the Erie Otters, what a time that was, by the way. You'd get like random TSN features showing this 15, 16-year-old kid who just looked like a regular teenager, and then they'd show him on the ice, and it was like, holy smokes. Even that far back, you'd hear stuff like the next one. There was that magazine headline that literally said better than Crosby. You'd hear some Gretzky stuff here and there, but that didn't really pop off until he got to Edmonton. The hype around this guy, especially pre-draft, was unreal. The fact that his draft lottery reaction became a meme, that's when I was like, alright, this is going to be pretty nuts, isn't it? And it has been ever since. I mean, between the injuries and the documentaries about them, the ridiculous highlight reel goals, the Art Ross and Hart trophies, the crazy stats, whether it's 100 points in 53 games or the 64 goals, and of course the playoff misses and playoff heartbreaks. Connor McDavid's NHL career so far has been an absolute roller coaster. The thing is though, the individual awards and personal stats have always been off the charts for McDavid. As the years went on, more and more people started to ask, when's he going to get to a cup final? When's he going to win? And the fact that Crosby made it to his first cup final in year 3 and won his first cup by year 4, and Gretzky was, well, Gretzky, that also seemed to add fuel to the fire of when's Connor going to win? When's he going to make it to a cup final? Despite guys like Ovechkin and McKinnon winning the cup later in their careers. And look, the cup or bust stuff has been beaten to death, but between that and some of the other stuff he said in the past year about how badly he wants to win, it had the vibes of McKinnon's infamous "I'm going into my 9th year" quote. And now here we are at the end of McDavid's 9th year, and he's in his first cup final. It really is McTime here. Like, I'm wondering how he's going to come out, and if he's going to take the bull by the horns and be like, hey, I don't know how many chances I'm going to have at this. I've got to give it everything here. Like, especially when you look back at all the Oilers teams this guy's been on. Like, remember the Mike Camilleri, Ty Ratty, Cam Talbot, Mikko Koskinen years? Or getting taken out by Chicago in 2020, or getting swept by the Jets in 2021. It has not been an easy journey for McDavid. So now that he's finally here, what's he going to do with the big moment on the big stage here? I mean, if his Game 6 goal against Dallas is any indication, that's a good sign. But he knows, he's aware what a cup in Edmonton would mean for his legacy here. But Florida is no walk in the park, and they're extremely hungry after their cup final loss against Vegas last year. But so are McDavid and Draisaitl and a lot of guys who've been part of the Oilers' ups and downs throughout the McDavid era. It's going to be really interesting to see how those two things collide starting tonight. You've either got a franchise who's going to win the first cup in their history and probably alter the landscape of hockey in South Florida, or you've got a 3-decade Canadian cup drought that comes to an end for a hockey-mad city by a generational player whose legacy could be very different if he's holding that 35-pound piece of metal over his head in a couple weeks. It's a team sport, and the Oilers are going to need a lot more than just 97 if they want to win the whole thing, but he's absolutely one of, if not the main focal point of this series, and for good reason. This is going to be, I think, one of the most entertaining cup finals we've had in a while. As usual, give me your thoughts heading into Game 1 tonight. Who takes it, you think? I put up a post on my community tab just to see where the majority would land and by how much. I gotta say, Edmonton at 56 is a little surprising. I had a feeling the Oilers would edge them out in terms of the vote, but I thought it was going to be neck and neck, like 51, 52. We'll see how it shakes down starting tonight. We're going to talk plenty about the cup final, of course, but I'm also going to mix in some talk about teams who are in their off season right now, and also some rankings videos throughout the summer. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.